Autumn Dates, Chapter 4. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose. Autumn Week prompts by Usiku on Instagram. You can find a link to all of those prompts in the description box. If you haven't already, don't forget to not only subscribe to this channel and hit the bell, but also smash that like button and leave a comment in the comment section. If you don't know what to comment, put Autumn Picnic. Now then, please enjoy Autumn Dates, Chapter 4. Adrien aggressed. Adrien stood outside the Dupang Chang bakery, basket in hand, waiting for his idol. Would she recognize him? He had to wear these dumb rectangular sunglasses so he didn't get continuously stopped by fans. But what if she didn't recognize him? What if Ladybug came disguised as well, and then he wouldn't be able to recognize her, and she wouldn't notice him, and then he'd wait here forever because, he would wait forever for her, and then she'd leave first because it's not like she felt the same way about him, and there it is. The endless scenario cycling. Adrien already finished his workout for the day, so there was no need to hit the pavement over this. Glancing across the street, Adrien withheld the urge to sigh. Not even a speck of Ladybug in sight. But his breath found a way out of his body anyway. Gasping, Adrien found his body constricted, unable to put together what was happening as his feet left the cobblestone. Flying? He was flying? His sunglasses slipped off his face as people looked up at him, mouths a perfect O, and he couldn't move his arms to grab them. Gotcha! Adrien found himself in a pair of arms 12, maybe 16 meters higher than a moment before. Ladybug? He squeaked, staring into his partner's eyes. Camembert. Why was his voice so awkward? Why couldn't he have been born with a suave voice like Nino or Luca? Did I scare you? She asked, unraveling her yo-yo as he helped himself down. I figured it was easiest this way. No, I'm just surprised is all. He spent more time fixing his clothes than looking at her. Could she tell he was blushing? At least he didn't scream on the journey up here. He didn't want to imagine how embarrassed he'd be had he screamed on his journey up. Good. He brought himself to look her in the eye. She was as beautiful as ever, but she looked at him differently. The look in her eyes didn't match how she looked at Cat Noir. The realization brought heat to his face, blushing under the newfound knowledge that she had love for him, for Cat, even if it wasn't romantic. The look in her eyes now twinkled with shyness. Ladybug was nervous? For him? Ladybug was nervous in front of Adrien? How flattering. Oh, my basket! He exclaimed, rushing to it and slipping on the roof tile. Careful! Ladybug exclaimed, her arm out to catch him, but she slipped too, leaving the two of them bundled together on a rooftop in Paris with only a picnic basket between them, leaving Adrien regretting his decision to grab and clutch it on his way down. Same to you, bugaboo. It slipped out by accident, but instead of withdrawing in surprise, Ladybug continued staring at his face, her cheeks matching her mask. Oh, this is a kissing moment. Well, no, it isn't. This is Ladybug. There's no way she would, especially with a stranger. Bugaboo? Her eyes narrowed as she whispered the nickname. Sorry. Adrien pushed her shoulders back gently. I watch a lot of Lady Noir videos, so it slipped out, unfiltered. That's his name for you. I shouldn't be using it. She pushed him back down. Does he know you're here? Huh? Cat, Does he know you're here? Oh, how should he respond to this? Either way, he'd be lying a bit. No? Good, she sighed, and he could see her shoulders relax. Good, good, good. You seem relieved? The last thing I want is Cat Noir interfering with my dating life. Dating? Adrien repeated. Her eyes widened, and it seemed like she realized their position for the first time. Leaping back, Ladybug crashed into a picnic-esque setup on the rooftop, sending napkins flying as a pumpkin roll slid down the shingles, spinning, before falling off the roof with a splat. Adrien didn't have to listen hard to hear the confused murmurs from below and a woman shrieking that there was an Akuma attack nearby. I mean, just being out and about with a guy, you know? I mean, if anyone saw us, they'd, actually saw us, they'd think of us on a date. Don't you think? I wouldn't mind that. Adrien's experience in professional shoots and dabbling in shoujo manga taught him to maintain eye contact as he delivered his response. It worked. Ladybug covered her face with her hands, shy in a way he hadn't seen from her before. But we're just friends. You and me. She laughed, and he turned his attention to the picnic. Ladybug followed his lead, commenting on the sandwiches and various dips she'd prepared as Adrien unpacked what he brought. Of course he'd be eating what she brought, as he would never pass up the opportunity to enjoy her cooking, but he wasn't sure if it was homemade. It was all so professional. He wouldn't put it past her to make something professional, but he simply couldn't tell if it was a talent of hers, despite how long he's worked beside her. Ugh, whatever. Professional or not, dating or not dating, it didn't matter. Adrien was here, with his lady in a new dynamic, and that was enough for him. For now, he'd enjoy this picnic, taking in the Parisian fall for all it's worth. Thank you so much for listening. Tune back in tomorrow for Chapter 5 of this series, Autumn Dates. If you've made it this far and haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Don't forget to leave a like and a comment to support the YouTube algorithm. If you aren't sure what to comment besides your own original thoughts and reactions, woohoo, you can put Adrien enjoyed the fall. Or Adrien enjoys autumn, I suppose that sounds better. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!